So they're coming at about 12,000 a piece.
You actually don't want to get out of them. They are so comfortable. So you will actually be sleeping on the same linens as royalty.
Yeah.
Welcome on board the $45 million Explorer yacht, King Benji.
We're the team from Design Unlimited, and today we're going to take you on a very detailed tour of the main deck saloon and the lower deck guest cabins.
So as you can see, we are in the main saloon on King Benji. One of the biggest features that we need to point out is the flush seals to the doors. All three sliding doors open all the way back, so we get this amazing view from the main saloon without the traditional toe stubbing trip hazard. So this was really important to the client Josh, and Greg Marshall's team did a fantastic job to really engineer it.
Okay, so as you can see in here, we have this amazing open plan living space. So you come in from the back of the boat and you have a view all the way down to this fantastic staircase, which runs all the way down the boat. So it really helps to anchor the design as you move through the boat.
It also looks absolutely fantastic at night time from the aft deck because it's just glowing and it's just an incredible feature, isn't it?
So in here we have these fantastic bamboo ceilings. So this is a design feature which runs throughout the boat, and we've seen it already in the teppanyaki bar outside. So again, it helps to tie that theme together, and it's all bespoke, handcrafted, weaved together, and fantastic natural product. So in terms of the furnishings in here, we have these fantastic chieftain armchairs. So these are actually a very iconic design piece by Indulge, which is a Danish designer from the mid-century. So they're coming at about 12,000 a piece. So
real iconic pieces, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, the leather on these are just, it's buttery soft, it's gorgeous, and they're so comfortable to sit in.
Yeah, you actually don't want to get out of them. They are so comfortable.
So we have a real teak stump coffee table here, which again is a natural finish, a live edge, and brings that natural finish from the other decks.
Yeah, I think that's one of the real things you will see throughout King Benji is this organic textures and just
like living, feels alive. So everything you touch has a texture.
The sofa is from an Italian brand, BB Italia. Incredibly comfortable and stylish, but as with a lot of things on boats, it's what you don't see in the engineering that goes behind these things that is actually the challenge for us. So you can't just have a sofa laid on a rug, because when you go to sea, things move, shift around. And so underneath, this sofa has actually been sea fastened to the floor, so it's nice and secure. Again, we just wanted to point out the details of the rug. This has been hand created by a British company called Concept Hand Tufting. Fantastic brand to work with. It's very organic looking, nice and woven, which again just really reflects that whole beachy, chilled vibes.
As with the rest of the boat, we have hidden the TV in here. So that was a request from Josh. He doesn't like any TVs being on display, which is such a good idea because it makes the whole focus of the room not about the TV, which we see so much in design.
It's actually sociable space instead, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's a TV hidden here which pops out, and you can relax and watch it as you require. Okay, so we have this fantastic dining table here, which is bespoke and it's handmade. So this was all crafted in the Turkish outfitters. So it's beautifully made from oak and it's got a real texture. It's really chunky and it's super comfortable for 10 people to sit around and have a delicious meal. So I mean, this whole saloon itself would be something like about 1.5 million just to fit it out. So that's just the build cost. It's understandable, the one you look at around it, the bespoke craftsmanship that's gone into this, like the finishes are absolutely to the highest standard.
Another design feature in the saloon is this beautiful floor lamp by Aston Martin. Again, you might look at this and think, how does that work on a boat? Because it is a tripod with a glass shade. However, it's hours of engineering that goes into securing this light. So the actual structure is fitted and sea fastened to the floor and will not move.
And done so very, very elegantly.
This light is actually around £8,000. It's a real feature in the saloon. So as mentioned, the staircase is a real design feature on King Benji. It runs through the 3 decks. And as you can see, it's basically small individual tiles of wood. It's reclaimed eucalyptus, which has been brushed and hand-shaped and tiled to create this pattern.
And then we have these 4 brass strips which run all the way down the boat as well, and they help to bounce the light off, paired with the glass balustrade, which is, completely lightweight and very see-through. Okay, so this is the main deck day head, which is a beautiful little space. We have this Guessy rose gold wash basin here and faucet which matches, and it's very elegant and smooth and sleek design. This is an Italian brand. we have these wonderful wall-mounted soap dispensers. Okay, so we have these amazing wall lights by Articulo, which is an Australian brand, and we've used them a few times throughout the boat because the quality is fantastic and they're also just really different. These have actually been sea fastened again in the centre, similarly to the floor lamp in the saloon. We have an extra bit to just keep them stable at sea. As you can see, we like to test the boundaries of what can be used on boats. We have this amazing pebble wall behind me. Again, I think it's the touch points. So as we've mentioned before, everything you touch with feels like it just lives and breathes, and it really adds a special three-dimensional texture to this space, which makes something which is not a very big room just full of impact. So we're in the breakfast bar aboard King Benji. Through here we have the crew entrance, so they can access the decks very easily here without having to go through the main salon if everyone's eating. And this is actually the service area, so this is split into two areas. We've got the dining area, which we'll go into afterwards. This is our service area here. This has all been outfitted again by hand by Yacht, who are the Turkish outfitter who worked for King Benji. It's beautifully crafted, just with all the other areas, even though this is more of a casual and chilled out vibe.
Turkey is famous for its incredible marble, and again, you can see this displayed in the pantry. Beautiful piece of stone here. This is fully equipped. We have a coffee machine, fridge, and ice maker, and all the needs for a pantry. So again, we mentioned the sea fastening and storage, and this area is a really good demonstration of this. This whole cabinet is for the wine glasses.
So the flooring in here has been rough cut and it's got a pearlescent finish which helps the shine, and you can see the way the light bounces off it, which makes the space feel really big.
So we are now through to the breakfast bar area, and as you can see, an incredible space. Huge windows for a fantastic view. So unfortunately today we are in a marina, but as you can imagine, whilst anchored in the Caribbean, the views are just going to be phenomenal. It's an incredible space and quite unusual, I think, because we're really connected to the galley. So it means that guests on board can really interact with the chef and be at one.
Yeah, it makes the whole thing very much more immersive, and it's very casual dining. So as you can see, it's seat 6, so people can come and have their breakfast kind of as and when they like. And often at charters, people are getting up at different times of the day, so it allows people to have a more relaxed breakfast. So hello.
Hi.
So Chef Eddie this morning is cooking up an absolute storm in the kitchen for our breakfast.
And trust us, it smells incredible. So this table has again been made by Yacht, the Turkish outfitter. Really beautiful rustic timber, almost looks like it's been washed up on a beach.
These chairs are by Berry Wood. They are beautiful soft leather. So as with the rest of the boat, we have these beautiful bespoke storage solutions, and everything is pegged in place. So each specific plate on the boat has a specific location where it needs to be stored. They all vary in size. So we have beautiful Surrey ceramics crockery here. We have the lovely Schatzweisel glasses, and we have these fantastic Geobagnara juice and water holders, which Sophie's demonstrating lovely here. So the base can actually go in the freezer so that it keeps the drinks cool.
Hey, I'm Eddie. I'm the chef on King Benji. Why don't you come check out my galley? All right, welcome to the galley. So basically, just as you walk in, you have fridge freezer unit right here, totally accessible to the chef. Just past the corridor, you have another 3 fridges and freezers. So everything is right here in one place on the main deck. Coming around this side, we have our Paco jet, amazing feature of the galley. We have this beautiful open concept. We have this amazing marble countertop. Just below that, we have some amazing plate warmers. You can keep all your plates, espresso mugs warm, ready to present to the guests. Coming around, you have this awesome hood feature that's nicely hidden into the substructure of the interior. You have Miele cooktops throughout. I got about 7 pots and pans on there right now. You could probably get 10 or 15. Just below, you have a nice convection oven, and you also have a combi oven, so you can steam, sous vide, proof bread, things of that nature. One of the greatest features of this galley that I love is this enormous panoramic view window. Never a dull moment. You're not stuck in a cage. Further along, we have all the top appliances, Breville, Vitamix, Miele. We have this awesome 3-quart Volrath mixer. Can mix substantial batches of dough. Just through the corridor here, we have our dry storage. We have a galley pantry. You can do a lot of prep, keep things nice and quiet. It's just a nice extra space for you to tuck away back into and just sort of expand your horizons.
Okay, so this is our port aft guest cabin, and as you can see, the themes have started to change. We are actually now under the sea instead of above in the jungle.
The highlight in these cabins is that each one has a very distinctive feature wallpaper. So in here, it's by a studio in the UK called Adam Ellis, and it's actually a bespoke print which they had made for us. And we've picked up loads of the accent colours and the oranges and greens kind of throughout the cabin.
It really pulls it all together and it comes alive. For example, the bedding here, this is by Heirlooms in the UK. They actually have a royal warrant for their bed linen, so you will actually be sleeping on the same linens as royalty.
Yeah. Another kind of feature point of this cabin is the live edge timber headboard. So all of these guest cabins have this, which helps tie them together. It's really textured, really living, so it really adds another layer of interest to the headboard. And it's really well lit, so you've got some really clever LED lights behind it, which backlight the panel and make it really stand out from the wallpaper.
Yeah, it's gorgeous how you can see the wallpaper kind of come into life with the reflections.
Yeah, so it's all printed on like a metallic foil, so you actually does shine and reflects the light the whole way across. We've got lights in here by Articulo, which is a Australian brand, and we have a bedside light in here, which is by Portia Romana, and they're actually a British brand, and their factory is just down the road from our studio. So we've been to see how they're made, and it's a super artisan craft, loads of local people, and it's a really amazing company.
If you are staying on board, you've got plenty of storage. You also have this beautiful leather desk, which if we open the lid, we have a space for your jewellery and your makeup with a little vanity mirror so you can do all the final touches.
And a gorgeous stool by Minotti. We also have loads of natural textures on this cabin. So this is a natural hemp fibre, which is all weaved, it's all hand weaved.
I mean, texture is, as you've seen, a real key feature to King Benji, even down to the handles with this beautiful woven leather.
Speaking of texture, the ceiling has a completely ribbed lacquered panel, so it's lit round the sides, and then it creates this really soft lighting. It kind of helps to stop everything reflecting off the surface and makes it feel really cosy.
So some of the finishing touches in here, we've got this beautiful 100% cashmere throw, which was designed specifically for this room. So we've taken the colours and the weaves and we've really pulled everything together in the dressing.
This is actually around about a £300,000 mark just for this cabin. So it's quite expensive. As you can see, it's all completely bespoke joinery. So it's everything in here is literally handmade.
Yeah.
So you can understand why. So welcome to the starboard aft guest cabin. In here, again, you can see we've got one of these massive feature wallpapers with a octopus. This is again by the same studio as the previous cabin, and it's a bespoke print. So they had this print already, but in a different color. So we went for a more teal colour because all of the other cabins are different colours, and it's nice to switch it up. It's
amazing how the light has really changed the feeling in here as well. It's a lot cooler with the light reflecting out the wallpaper.
And it has like a silver back.
Yeah,
so
gorgeous.
Whereas the previous cabin has a gold leaf back, this has silver, so it has a completely different light feel.
So another feature of the aft guest cabins is this beautiful bookcase as you walk in. It's all leather wrapped joinery. It's absolutely stunning, and just again adds
dress.
Yeah, and adds.
And each of the cabins have this individual leather kind of feature tone which has been taken out. So you'll see some of them are orange, some of them are blue, and this one has blue, and then it sets it off, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the bathroom in this cabin. So in here we have these incredible mosaic tiles. They're all individual glass mosaic, and we've got this ombre feature wall on the back where the shower is. So it really has a very relaxed vibe. This is all Dornbrack fittings, so it's all top of the range, stainless steel, and we've got this fantastic rainfall shower in here. So we've got different settings where you can have a full waterfall, and you can have different lights, you can have steam and mist, and it's very emotive, and yeah, starts your day feeling great. Should we have a quick look in here? We can also change the colours in the shower. So this kind of adds a different mood to your shower in the morning. You can go for something zingy and yellow and uplifting, or you can go for something a bit more calming and orange. So we've got a different colour blue there. We've got a lovely relaxing purple in the evening. Maybe you want to be revitalised and wake up feeling fresh, and a nice red shower. So maybe we'll have a little go at turning it on and try and not get wet in the process. In the rest of the bathroom, we have these fantastic marble tiles on the floor. We also have a real marble top up here. And the vanity unit itself is made out of this really rough textured timber, so it feels very living like the rest of the cabin, and it ties into that headboard. We've also got a mirror here which is all bespoke and made from the same timber with real hemp rope, and we've got these beautiful urban electric lights which are absolutely gorgeous. The Dornbracht hardware continues here, and we have a beautiful glass design wash basin on top which is an Italian brand, and it's all got lovely silver leaf. Okay, so we are in another one of our guest cabins on King Benji, and in here we have this fantastic octopus wallpaper, which has got a slightly different feel to it. It's quite orange in tone, so it actually brings the mood down in this room, makes it feel quite calm and moody and ambient, which is really cool. This is printed on a gold leaf, so it has a real shine to it the closer you get, and it's super detailed, textured and intricate.
Yeah, it's incredible the light that is given off and reflecting around all the surfaces. So as you can see, this is a slightly different layout to this cabin. The reason is the brief kind of changed halfway through the build, and the two aft cabins were actually meant to be a gym.
Yeah, and a steam room.
And a steam room. But this gives you far more flexibility for a charter, so you can actually seat 10 guests on board because of the two additional aft cabins, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
This is King Benji's port forward guest cabin. As you can see, we have another feature wallpaper, this time from Pierre Frey. It features a beautiful coral scenery. The texture of the coral itself is actually reflected in these beautiful lights from Porta Romana. They're like a plaster,
like a really tactile finish.
Stunning.
Yeah, lovely. As you can see in this cabin, we've got twin berths, which makes it different from the others, and the outboard berth will slide in and make it into a double bed. So this is great if you've got kids on board for charter. So in terms of cost of these cabins, it would be probably slightly less than the slightly bigger cabins we've seen before, and around about 200,000. So again, it's still the same kind of level of intricate detail and craftsmanship that's gone into this, and you can see this all the way right through to this leather bed surround wrap, which has been hand stitched all the way around. And obviously in here you've got even more area to cover because you've got two twin beds with it.
This is one of our forward guest bathrooms. As you can see, the style and the design carries through. However, the layout was quite different. So we actually have some hidden storage in this bathroom. The mirror swings open to reveal more storage, actually really deep as well, so you can get quite a lot in there, with shaver sockets and electrical plugs. And then if I shut the door, we have this huge vanity drawer, so you can hide away all your bits and pieces whilst on charter.
Hi, this is Josh, the owner of Yacht King Benji. Thanks so much for watching the video. Spent the last 5 years with Design Unlimited building this yacht, and I'm overjoyed with the results. I think it's phenomenal. If you have any design work for your new yacht or for your residential project, do not hesitate to contact Design Unlimited. They rock. Sarah at designunlimited.net. See you guys in the next video.